There is a science lab 2 kilometers underground near Sudbury. The scientists down there are trying to catch tiny pieces of the universe, neutrinos, dark matter, things that pass through us all the time without us knowing. Above that same ground, people have been paying attention to the universe for a long time too, from the lodge, from the land. This piece is about holding those 2 things together. That's what two-eyed seeing is. Looking at the world with indigenous knowledge in one eye and Western science in the other, and trusting you'll see more with both open. We sat down with elders and physicists in the same circle. What we noticed was that they kept arriving at the same questions, just from different directions. The physicists were asking what the universe is made of, what came before light. The elders were asking how we're related to the stars, what the stars might want from us. Different words, same wondering. The shape of the lodge is the shape of the sky. The fire at the center is the same fire burning in every star. Anishinaabe teachings say everything has spirit. The rocks, the water, the things you can't see. Physicists say something pretty close. Most of what makes up the universe is invisible, moving through us right now. The knowledge keepers weren't surprised. Two-eyed seeing isn't about picking a side. It's about walking forward with both ways of knowing towards the same horizon. The universe has been listening for a long time. We're just learning how to listen back. Miigwech.
Teachings come from our observing of the seasons changing, the patterns in seasons, as well as the patterns in the migrations of the animals and the plants. So we observed them and learned. One of them, the loon, Mung, that's the constellation of the Little Dipper we call Mung. And it's in that constellation that carries that North Star. And the loon in our clan system is one of our leadership clans. And that loon guides us and teaches us and reminds us of the importance of home and community. Their nests are close to the water's edge, and that is where that sacred space is, Jigabig, that shoreline, where is the space between the water and the beings that live there and on the land. And that's what is the key to this piece that we have here in this image of the loon, the Mung, as she rises up from the water and outstretches her arm, pointing towards the shore on the rock face that is the Edwall pictographs, up along Lake Superior, on Kilometres, that great lake. And along those shores is where the paintings, the pictographs, the rock drawings that continue to teach us, and many rock drawings throughout North America can be associated not only with the animals, but also with the constellations. In this image, we have a stylized spiritual form, a bird, now returning from their time in the spirit world. And to do so, they would travel from the North Star to the Milky Way. And in our language, the word Milky Way is Jibai Mikana, meaning one of a number of words that refer to the spirit road or the spirit path. And it is where our spirit would travel when we sleep. Because when we sleep, we dream. When we dream, our spirit travels to the spirit world, and a dreamcatcher, as a tool within our culture, the Ojibwe's dreamcatcher is equivalent to that in the pattern, in the mathematical formula of phi. And that pattern of phi can be found in the building of the pyramids and the Parthenons and other structures of architecture still to this day. But to us, that pattern that we see in the dreamcatcher can also be found on the hat of an acorn, the bottom of a pine cone, and the way water flows in the eddies on the rivers, with clouds in the sky, hurricanes and tornadoes. All of those move in that same pattern. So that dreamcatcher mimics those patterns that we see all around in nature. So this simple craft of a dreamcatcher is a single strand woven into this pattern that reminds us of our interconnectedness here on the earth and in the universe. A dreamcatcher is more than just a craft. It's actually a star map. And that's what guides us to the spirit world. And returning back from the spirit world, it guides our spirit back to our body.